These stupid. Okay, everybody. This is Wraith with Metal Truthers. So we'd like to welcome you all to the episode tonight. I'm here with Brandon, and we're going to be talking about a few different topics. To start off with tonight, we're going to be talking about Antifa and the November 4th revolution, as they're calling it. And we'll get into that a little bit. I mean, I don't have a whole lot of information on that, but I've been looking into it. So we'll talk about that a little bit. We'll talk about some other things. But anyway, welcome to the show, everybody. Brandon, what's up, man?
Not much, dude. Just chilling, trying to get used to third shift.
I feel that, man. At least you're working. I
Yeah,
can't
at
get my
least I'm
boss to
working.
answer me back
But
for shit.
still. Will you stop? No. Alright, I'm gonna go into your game.
You wouldn't dare.
Anyway.
I was the only viewer y'all had last week.
Yeah, this whole Antifa thing, I'm not sure what they're actually planning, but I'm sure it's nothing that the local police department can't stop.
Well, that's if the local police departments are even allowed to stop it. I mean, look at what's happened the past few times Antifa has showed up anywhere. I mean, just only one time have we actually seen the cops step up and do their fucking jobs. I mean, that's not their fault, it's the city and, shit like that, but still, nonetheless, we're not seeing the cops do their jobs very often at these Antifa rallies, unless, of course, like, somebody starts hitting the cops or something, then all of a sudden, they're quick to jump on someone's ass, so.
Oh, yeah, of course. But, I mean...
But, whenever the people on the so-called right were being attacked and shit like that, I mean, you saw cops just standing around watching it happen, and, they didn't really start moving in until chicks on the left and shit like that started getting knocked the fuck out. So, I mean, I'd like to hope that the police would do something, but, I mean, you can go by history at this point, and it's pretty obvious that for the most part, the cops aren't going to do anything. They might occasionally, but...
I don't know. Like, the cops, they're kind of iffy because a lot of your police, like, it's split right down the middle.
Well, I mean, it's probably hard for any cops to react in any shape, form, or fashion, because if a cop does anything, automatically, they're fucking racist, they're this, they're that, they're trying to oppress minorities, and they're getting hated on.
Oh, yeah, of course.
I mean, so it makes it hard for the cops to do anything, which I understand. I get that, but at the same time, I mean, these are violent groups. Why they haven't been designated as terrorist groups yet, I do not fucking know, but...
Antifa has, on the federal level.
Oh, finally? Well, if that's the case, then why are they even being allowed to set up a November 4th rally? I mean, like, if Antifa has been declared a terrorist organization, then that should mean that anything that they try to set up should be classified as a terrorist act, which should, in turn, thanks to the Patriot Act, have Homeland Security at their fucking doorsteps right now, arresting anybody and everybody that's involved with Antifa.
You would think.
So... question whether or not that actual, that was able to stick to them or not, because I don't feel like that was able to stick.
Well, I mean, you got to look at where you got to look at where their funding and everything is coming from as well, because pretty much anything relating back to George Soros is gonna, it's pretty much gonna get by with anything.
Oh yeah, to an extent. Oh shit! What the fuck? God
What
damn it,
happened?
sir! Motherfucking!
What happened?
Oh, dude. All right, you know how we've been having so much trouble with fucking Google Hangouts and screen share and shit?
Yeah.
They have apparently updated Google Hangouts, and there's a fucking toolbar on the side that has a button that says screen share on it now. What the fuck,
Are you
man?
serious? That's awesome.
Yeah. All right, totally. Let me see if I can actually make this work. I'm gonna try and screen share.
It's off.
All right, it says it's screen sharing. It says it's present to everyone. Can you see it?
Hold on just a second, I'll tell you. Yeah, I can totally see it.
Yeah,
Holy
totally,
shit.
dude. So, all right, let's
So
do
that
this
works out
then.
pretty good,
Let's pull up
actually.
the internet. Yeah, let me pull up Internet Explorer here real quick, and we can actually take people to a article about this November whatever 4th shit. God damn it! I guess I'll just do it through this. Fuck it. Are you being able to see all my like fucked up shit right here, where I'm like just like fucking around? Like, can y'all see all this that I'm like doing right now, or? All right, I've never actually tried to screen share before, so I don't know what y'all were saying. Oh shit, y'all were seeing my computer. Y'all see my Xenoverse there? That's right. I'll fuck you up. I dare you to come on Xenoverse. I will fuck you up. Not really. I'm only level 45. You'll probably like destroy me, but nonetheless, come on, motherfuckers. I also play Pokemon and Elder Scrolls. So yeah, if there's any gamers that watch our channel, look me up on Steam, motherfuckers.
Dude, if I wasn't on
What? Google Chrome?
if I wasn't on my phone right
I don't
now,
give a fuck about it.
if I wasn't on my phone right now, I'd show y'all some Elder Scrolls shit. I love the Elder Scrolls.
Oh,
Favorite
dude, I've
game.
got the Elder Scrolls, the card game. It's kind of like Dragon Ball Z Super card game and shit. It's fucking badass, dude. Okay, so can you see y'all can see this article, I'm assuming?
Yes.
All right, so let's go through this article. I'll start the reading. It says the communists and the Antifa crowd are planning to begin a revolution in America on Saturday, November 4th, almost exactly 100 years after the Bolshevik Revolution that took Russia out of the frying pan of the Tsarist rule and into the fire of communist totalitarianism. While some see Antifa activists as the modern heroes of anti-fascism, fighting against racism, sexism, and a litany of other isms, and others see them merely as snowflake crowd of spoiled brats demanding free everything. The reality is that Antifa is one tool in the communist toolbox to bring America to her knees. Saturday, November 4th, 2017, is the day that has been chosen for the opening salvo in the American Bolshevik Revolution. On Tuesday morning, September 26th, the Antifa group Refuse Fascism blocked rush hour traffic on the 101 freeway for about half an hour. Stretched out across the highway, holding signs, spelling letters, November 4th it begins. 8 people chanted slogans such as no Trump, no KKK, no fascist USA, and whose streets are streets. Of course, Black Lives Matters has to be in there. Many others line the areas above the freeway holding banners demanding that to the end of the Trump-Pence regime and shooting a video of the blockade. Freeway for several miles with thousands of angry travelers creating a cacophony of honking horns. The Antifa crowd continued their siege of the public right-of-way, claiming it was theirs to block. The hypocrisy of the Antifa crowd claiming to be fighting for freedom while restricting liberty of thousands of peoples whose rights they claim to care about is telling. While blocking traffic, these activists seem to give no thought to the fact that there may be police officers, ambulance drivers, and firefighters, as well as ordinary citizens on their way to real life-threatening emergencies who are blocked in that traffic while the Antifa crowds make a political point. Okay, so I'm not going to read any more of this because, as y'all can see, this goes on a really long way. Y'all got the basic gist of it from that. So that's that. So I mean, what we're talking about when it comes to Antifa right now is apparently they believe they're going to cause another Bolshevik revolution within America, which you know,
Pretty much.
who the fuck knows?
And I think it's funny that they call it that they claim to be anti-fascist, like you just said, um, no Trump, no KKK, no fascist USA. But if you look at their tactics, they are straight out of Hitler's handbook. Like the
Well, of course, but
censorship
these
of
people
freedom of
don't know the
speech.
difference between.
Well, no, I mean, God knows getting them to read a history book would be like getting a dentist to, put cavities in people's teeth.
They do that, sir.
Okay, better analogy. I didn't think that one through.
Yeah, it's kind of funny how so many people put their lives based on like fluoride's good for your teeth and shit when like every scientific study that I've seen that talks about fluoride has proven it has no value to your teeth whatsoever. It actually,
Oh
the only
yeah,
thing it does do is a slight bleaching process, which actually destroys the enamel on your teeth even more than it protects it. So,
yeah. But no, CNN actually released an article not too long ago that they openly admitted that fluoride exposure, like um, to an in utero fetus, actually has been proven to cause lower IQ in children.
well, the unfortunate part about it is too, and what a lot of people don't realize is, sure, we can get Brita filters and all this stuff, and reverse ion filters and stuff for our, sinks, and we can purify the water we drink. But has anyone ever stopped and thought about how much fluoride your body absorbs every time you take a shower or a bath? I mean, in
Exactly. I
all
mean,
reality, your body actually absorbs more fluoride from your bath water than you could drink in a daily basis if you were to drink 2 gallons of water a day.
oh yeah. I mean, like you said, you can put the Brita filters and all that on your sink all you want to, but you're not really doing much to affect the fluoride intake unless you put one on your shower.
Yeah, so here's something about this Antifa thing that I wanted to point out. And me and you talked about it earlier. Well, a lot of people know that the alt-right, especially like Anonymous, who's not really alt-right, but they're classified in that group because they decided that they were going to take on stupidity at some point.
Right.
So nonetheless, the alt-right has become synonymous with Guy Fawkes, V for Vendetta. And when you look at that, of course, what's the famous line from V for Vendetta? Remember the 5th of
Remember the
November,
5th of
right?
November. Yep.
So maybe, just maybe, these people have intentionally created this protest, this rally, this revolution to happen on the 4th because they feel like the alt-right would have come up with something for the 5th. So basically, they're trying to make sure that in their minds, because they believe that somehow that movie is based off of real life, that nobody should remember the 5th of November. That it'll be the 4th of November that's always remembered, meaning the leftists won the battle. No one will ever mention the 5th. No one will ever mention Guy Fawkes again. I mean, and now as absurd as that is, that's how these people think. It's like as absurd as it sounds to us that these people are like, we're gonna have to get rid of an idea from a movie. These motherfuckers, literally. I mean, you're talking about some people that believe that somehow the national anthem is inherently racist. You're talking about people that believe that
That if you're white, you're
there is
automatically
no
racist.
such thing as and that there is no such thing as blacks being able to get any kind of progress in this country, totally negating the fact that we've had a black president, that there's black CEOs of companies, that there's millionaires, that Ben Carson ran for president. Everybody forgets them, but of course none of them look at people like Ben Carson as a black guy. According to them, he's whiter than us.
Because he's a brain
fall into their
surgeon?
stupid ideology.
I mean, is that why they see it like that? Because he was a brain surgeon? Because he actually went to college, bettered himself, made a massive,
Well, what it is because he
awesome
speaks
career?
on real shit. He talks about real stuff, and he doesn't side with Black Lives Matter. So in their eyes, he's part of the white fascist movement. And that's another thing I haven't even that some black guy that I was telling you about on YouTube. I've heard people call him a white supremacist. And it's like, how the fuck is a black guy a white supremacist, you fucking morons? Like, this guy is straight black. You cannot be a white supremacist and be a black man. It just doesn't fucking work out. It's like calling Milo Yiannopoulos a fucking Nazi when he's a gay Jew. You can't be a Nazi and be gay and Jewish. That's like a fucking triple negative.
Actually, Milo Yiannopoulos was called a Nazi.
No, that's what I'm saying. He was called a Nazi. That's exactly what I'm saying. They called him a Nazi, but he can't be a Nazi because he's a gay Jew. That's fucking impossible. It's just like being gay and Jewish already is a double fucking negative. You can't be, like, according to the Jewish faith, you're not supposed to be gay. It's almost, like, a lot of people don't realize it. Judaism and Christianity are almost on the same foot with a lot of fucking things because
another thing about Milo, not only is he a gay Jew, but he's a gay Jew that only dates black men.
Exactly, and yet somehow that makes him a white supremacist Nazi.
I mean,
just like Ben Carson, the day he came out and said he didn't support the whole Black Lives Matters protest, they immediately said, "Oh, he's a fucking Nazi. He's a white supremacist lover. He's one of the people that he's just bowing down to the white system." It's like, no, actually, the motherfucker's trying to talk some sense into y'all so that y'all don't go ahead and destroy everything that, as sad as it is, and it's about the only thing you can say good about Obama is the fact that, like, people like Obama, Ben Carson, and others like that, they have made a good reputation for the most part for black people. They have shown them that despite all the rhetoric and the propaganda, and despite some places, there really is a white supremacist environment, and me and you can't deny that. We know there's a few towns that we can go to, either one of us. All we have to do is drive about 45 minutes, and we will find entirely white towns that hate black people with a fiery passion. It's real. It's out there. No one's denying that shit. But it's not a systemic problem with the country anymore. Like, Obama, Ben Carson are living proof that it's not a systemic problem with the entire country. Now, you're always going to have racists somewhere. And like I've stated before, if we get rid of skin color, like if scientists were found a way to delete melanin altogether, there was no skin color that differentiated people, we would find something. It would either be your eye color, it would be the length of your hair, how tall you are, how fat you are, whether or not you're, as we're already seeing it nowadays, whether or not you're gay or not.
Exactly.
Get you in some shit in this day and age.
There's always going to be hatred among humans. It happens. I mean, that's just a natural. Exactly. It's a natural part of life. It's like a pack of wolves.
Natural part of human life. I mean, in all honesty, I guess you could say it even transgresses humans into the animal kingdom because there are certain animals that are prejudiced against certain animals.
Exactly. That's where I was going. Like a pack of wolves. They judge, the leader of the pack of wolves judges, and the weakest gets left out to die.
Well, let's go even further than that. Let's go to an even better one. Because this is talking about, like, the differences as far as, like, comparing it to racism. So you could take a better analogy for that and say, it's like the mongoose and the snake. The mongoose is inherently racist to the cobra no matter which way it goes. There's nothing the cobra will ever do that'll keep the mongoose from trying to kill that cobra. Vice versa, There's nothing the mongoose will ever do that'll stop making that cobra try to stop eating its babies or to stop attacking people around it. You see what I'm saying? Ergo, you can look at racism as that's almost one of the best analogies. Look at a mongoose and a cobra. There's an inherent built-in racism between those two creatures that will never go away.
Of course.
Environment, you could change the way these two creatures looked if you wanted. You could even change their biology, and somehow those two creatures would still notice and recognize each other for what they are, and they would hate each other. That's just nature, there's prejudice.
I mean, no matter what, it's always going to be there, whether it be the animal kingdom, humans, whatever. you know, there's always going to be some kind of prejudice. But these people, you can't make them understand that.
Exactly. I was going to say, us as humans, though, a lot of us don't have the capacity or the ability to comprehend that hatred is just hatred. It's bred into us. There is no getting rid of it. I don't have to go to a school of all white people to have a racist ideology put in me. I can walk down the street, and if the people around me, let's take Memphis for an example. It's a predominantly black city, right?
Of course.
Well, if you're a white guy and you say your entire family is a bunch of cucks, like straight cucks, like they all worship black cock and that's it. Well, say you were raised in that environment, so you're a cuck like a motherfucker. You're all about black people can do no wrong, that kind of shit. Well, if you walk down the street every single day and you get jumped by black people saying, fuck you, whitey, every single day, you know what's going to happen to that cuckold little kid? One day that cuck is going to turn into a vicious fucking monster that's going to fucking head the Aryan nation. Why?
Pretty much, yeah.
Because he got his ass beat for no reason every single day of his life. So the problem is like, in I've seen the argument, well, all these white people are being raised by older racist white people. Actually, no, that's not the fucking case at all. In fact, if you look at the majority of white society right now, they're all cuckold. They're all afraid to talk bad about anything or anyone. Now, see, I'm not a racist at all, but I'll speak out against the fucking Black Lives Matter and Antifa and anyone else that's trying to use race as a point of superiority to get over someone else. And that's exactly what these people are doing. They're holding their race as a point of superiority, saying that anyone that doesn't agree with them is inherently racist.
It's hot. Really?
Okay.
I think he's waiting for your.
But I mean, you know, we can both speak out from experience, especially with the whole racist thing, because at one point I know you was a member of, or not necessarily a member, I don't know, I think you said you were a member of, what was it, the Aryan Nation?
Yeah, I was a part of AN for a while.
And I was at one point,
my gay dad will tell you about it. There was a point when I was 14 and I was going online every day trying to figure out how to get up the money to buy a Nazi battle flag. Unfortunately, I was in that lifestyle. And I mean, what it took to get out of it was actually running into a few black people that treated me like I was a normal human being.
Yeah. I mean, you know, the same thing happened with me. I was a member of NSM 88.
And the funny part is even when I was in the AN, dude, I bought weed from black people the whole time. I was cool with black people as long as they treated me with respect. But now if you came at me all stupid, then I came at you stupid. And when you came to me with aggression, I came at you with a bunch of racist slurs. That's just how it was. But I was never inherently racist because I've never actually, for me, I've never been able to define who people are by their skin color. It just never made sense to me. I define people by their actions, the logic and the sense that they put out there by their mind. If you're able to put out good energy and you show me that you have some sort of intelligence, then already your existence is going to be okay with me, you know what I mean? But if you're promoting nothing but ignorance and just chaos and hardships, then of course, me, naturally, I'm going to rise up and oppose to you, which is why I left the AN, because after a certain period of time, you start to think and you go, okay, well, maybe white people are a little bit fucked up too. I'm sitting here saying that all these other races are fucking trash, but look at these guys. They're doing nothing but smoking meth and fucking getting drunk and acting retarded. So
another argument I love is they say you can be racist and have black friends.
Well, to an extent, I guess you could. I mean, you can hang out with. You could be like me. I mean, when I was in the AN, I bought my weed from black people, and I had black friends, as you would call them, but I hated their fucking guts at the same time. I tolerated them because I needed their services, but at the same time, like whenever I went back to go hang out with my friends and we were all smoking bud, I'd be talking shit about those fools, but that was how it used to be. Now, what really woke me up to getting away from racism, and see, this is the funny thing that I find now, because back in the day, it was the juggalos that took me away from all the racist bullshit.
Right.
And taught me to think outside that box. And nowadays, especially in the South, if you talk to juggalos down here, a lot of these motherfuckers have become super fucking racist. I mean, these guys are going straight like white nationalists at this point. And the problem is, and this is exactly what I said a lot like years ago, that this was going to happen. All these kids that weren't racist that were talking to me about and forced me to not be racist under the threat of like getting my ass beat by white people every day, then, like, if fucking now all these same people that used to try and fucking bitch me out about my racist views have become racist. I mean, it's done a complete 180. These people used to be the same people that are out there protesting, and now these guys are fucking sitting in their basements loading up their shotguns and their pistols going, all right, if they want a war, we're going to bring it to them, but best believe we're going to come out on top. Now, inherently, the issue is becoming so blatant that we can't deny it anymore. As Americans, we cannot deny the groups like Antifa, Black Lives Matters. Shit, it's going as far even into the depths of just Republicans and Democrats as a whole are becoming chaotic, violent, and confused.
I just thought about that.
So, if that's the case, then, like, what do we do from this point on? I mean, because we can do our videos, we can keep trying to wake people up, but as Antifa has blatantly put out there, we've got about 1 month to figure out how to defuse this whole racist bomb that's been, fucking lit.
I'll explain it later. Honestly, I don't really see anything major happening because I've seen a lot of Antifa's fucking range videos and shit. And if they all shoot like that, then we don't really have anything to worry about.
Well, I would like to say that this is probably going to be like every other Antifa thing that's come out, but at the same time, this one seems different, dude. The overall feeling of it, the way they've worded it, the way they're going about enacting it, this is different than normal, Like, when it came down to, like, the statues and the flags and shit, like, that was overnight grassroots fucking, crazy Antifa bullshit. That's why we really didn't see much come out of that, you know what I mean? Because that was actually a grassroots thing that happened. This isn't grassroots, man. There's no fucking way.
No.
This is grassroots. Not with as big and as viral as it's going. And see, that is where that's where I see the problem, because the thing is, we're not just going to see Antifa out there. You've got to remember, there's a lot of butthurt snowflakes that still hate Trump. This whole thing is to get Trump and Pence out of office.
Well, yeah.
So this protest could end up starting off with Antifa being the antagonist, but in the long run, it could very well turn into what they wanted to turn into, simply because the numbers that are still butthurt over Trump getting into office, that feel like he has done nothing good for this country, are going to come out in mass. And we will see the numbers that Antifa wants to see. And see, the problem with that is there's this thing called groupthink, a group mentality. And when all these people get into their crowds, once one Antifa member starts violent action, starts doing shit,
it's
slowly
like
but surely that entire crowd will become absorbed in chaos and violence. And
yeah, like I said, once one gets started, it's like kicking the hornet's nest.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just the natural progression of how things like that go, right? So if that's the case, then we could very well see something out of Antifa this time around. But the problem is, like I said, we're saying it's coming out of Antifa, but the reality is, many Antifa there, but there's going to be a lot of people that don't like Trump there. And all it takes is one crazy motherfucker to set off an entire group.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
So, I mean, and the thing is, too, is like, I don't understand why it's just, dude, they've had plenty of time to do this. Why it's just like, it's all starting to head up now. Like, it makes me wonder what Trump's got planned for the end of the year. That Soros knows the game plan for what Trump's got planned for by the end of 2018 or 17. So what if, now this is a big what if, because you know I don't believe Trump's on our side, but what if, just take this as a grain of salt, what if Trump really is on our side and that Soros knows that Trump's going to deal the final blow to the globalists by December of 2017 unless they get him out of office?
In all reality, all we can really do is just hope that Trump is on our side.
Yeah, but I mean, what do you think about that idea overall? Like I said, at this point, we're all just speculating because we have no fucking clue what Antifa is up to. We have no clue what thought process they're using. But I mean, wouldn't that make sense for like how this just spawned up out of fucking nowhere and all? I mean, this, when you told me about this, and I went and looked it up, dude. Within 5 seconds of typing in the word Antifa, I saw over 100 different fucking videos pop up about this, and they all have thousands of views on them. I mean, we're talking. This has gone viral. This isn't just, you know, a bunch of whiny kids bitching and complaining. This is a viral situation. I mean, hundreds of thousands of people are seeing that Antifa is planning on rallying. By the time November 4th comes around, millions of people could show up to these protests just because, whether we want to admit it or not, and I mean, hell, if it wasn't for the fact that it was an Antifa protest, to be honest, I'd probably be out there protesting Trump too at this point, because I don't like his fucking warmongering, and I think he's pushing us into a bad situation.
With North Korea, he is.
Not even with just North Korea. I mean, even his healthcare plan, his tax plans, dude. All that talk about taking the pressure off the middle class was a bunch of bullshit, dude. Now he's talking about increasing the taxes on the middle class and giving companies, especially American-based foreign companies, tax-exempt statuses.
I mean, I realize that, but
in all reality,
at the same time, like in his tax plan, the first $12,000 for single people, and then for married people, the first $24,000 is going to be tax exempt.
Yeah, but I mean, dude, look at our checks and then think about that. Like, to be honest, that 24,000 isn't a big number. Now, for lower class families, you could say maybe the first 50,000 should be untaxed, because really that's the bracket that all the middle class live in. It's between the 20 and 80,000. I mean, you don't really see too many people in our lifestyles get to go above 80,000 a year. We might break off at 100 if we're lucky, you know?
That's rare.
So in all reality, yeah, and I see that. So really, that 24,000 is not that big of a deal, because to be honest, and this is coming from someone like me. I mean, you saw how much money I was bringing in when I was doing my landscaping and shit, dude. I still didn't clear 20,000 last year.
For real?
I cleared out last year at about, like, I think it was 18 by the end of the year.
Well, shit.
Or maybe a little more than that, but it was just under 20,000. So I didn't even gap that 20,000 last year. But because I never even gapped that 20,000, do you want to know what happened when I went to go file taxes? They straight up told me I didn't have to. I didn't make enough. Yep. So that 20,000 thing really doesn't help people in our status of life. It doesn't help the low class. It doesn't help the middle class. That still only benefits the upper class. You know what I mean? Unless you're bringing in at least $200,000 a year, that shit don't matter.
Of course.
And that even if he does exclude that 20,000, that first 20,000, he's talking about increasing the taxes on the middle class and the low class, which means that sure, that 20,000, that first 24,000 may be tax exempt or whatever, but what? How much are your taxes after you've cleared that 24? You know what I mean? We don't know exactly how much he's planning on hiking the middle class tax. In fact, that's one of the few things that they were.
I've read through the tax plan. The lower class, it's going to be 12%. Middle class, it's going to be 25%, and upper class, it's going to be 35%.
Well, it's always certain upper class though, because you got to remember, if you have any kind of foreign company, basically, if you started your business in America and you went anywhere outside this country, which those are the companies, in my opinion, that should have to pay the most taxes because they bring in the most amount of money per capita yearly versus anybody else, have become tax exempt altogether. Now, the thing is a lot of the people that are in the upper class, they've known about this for years because of NAFTA, so they already started investing in American-based companies that have overseas stocks. Well, those people now are tax exempt. They don't have to pay money anymore. You know what I mean? So, looking at the powerful corporations that actually have overseas stocks, and if you were to look at because the upper class in America is actually very limited. Did you know most people that we consider rich are actually, by technical standards, still in the middle class range?
Yeah.
Like, I didn't know that until I started doing landscaping, but half of these retired feds that I was doing that lived in like their $700,000-$800,000 houses, half of them are $1 million homes and shit like that, and we're paying these hundreds of thousands of dollars for landscapes and shit, they were still considered middle class.
Oh, yeah.
So that means the upper class are pretty much the only people that are in the upper class in this day and age are the people that run the mega corporations, which means the upper class is now tax exempt. So their 35% does not apply. Do you see how they set us up to fuck us out on that one? Like, that's what I'm saying. They worded it to where Trump looked like he was really going to do something. He was going to take the pressure off the middle class and stuff and actually put a higher pressure onto the upper class. But then when you read the fine print and you figure out that most of the upper class in this country are actually, the only reason they're upper class is because they're tied into those multi-billion-dollar organizations that are, international as well. Well, now those people are tax exempt, which means their 35% tax hike that Trump was talking about doesn't actually apply to them. They won't have to pay a dime.
Of course.
Which then puts the rest on the middle class. And all of a sudden, mark my words, that 25% he's talking about now is going to jump to 40 or 50. It's going to just keep bouncing up and up and up because apparently we're going to have all these little issues. And see, I think all this is happening because Bitcoin is starting to take over. They are really trying their hardest right now to crush the American economy once and for all. I mean, and that's what, I kind of feel like that might be part of what this Antifa thing is about. I mean, think about it. The next quarterly tax thing is about to end. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, these people are, like, they're creating their protests at the perfect time because think about it. Right when they're kicking off their so-called revolution is also the main time of the year where people start buying. People, like, most average people don't actually think about it this way. But if you go and you look at, like, how things operate as far as consumer basis goes, at the very beginning from the end of October, sometimes the beginning of October, but, statistically, from about the day after Halloween, if not the day before Halloween, all the way till about December 15th, packed with people buying stuff for Christmas, for Thanksgiving, you know, preparing for the holidays that are coming up that are major consumer holidays for us. Well, think about this. If Antifa and the Black Bloc and these people can get the numbers they want and it really hits off the way they say that it's going to, I mean, according to what I've seen, read, and heard so far on this isn't going to be a one-day thing. They're talking about starting it on the 4th, and then it just goes till whenever. Now, think about this. You saw how they opened up with it. They blocked off a major highway, right, to announce the beginning of it, or to let people know that they were going to be doing it. Now, we already know Antifa's plan of attack. They always section off major streets, major highways. They create as much chaos as possible, right? Yeah. Say this spreads into a week, 2 weeks, maybe even a month, depending on how hardcore these people are, because you know they don't have jobs, so they don't have to worry about that shit. So, say they manage to get these streets blocked off for a couple of weeks for whatever reasons. Do you know how badly that's going to hurt the consumer value for this year as far as the holidays go? Do you know how much damage that would do to our economy in just a matter of 2 weeks? That's all it would take. Businesses would suffer because people couldn't get to and from work on time. Right. People can't get to and from the stores easily to buy their stuff. If people aren't working and they're not buying stuff, the economy goes stagnant. The economy goes stagnant. They got exactly what they wanted. I mean, and I'm not talking about Antifa now. I'm talking about the globalists who control Antifa, of course, you know, so there's so many different facets to this that we could look at, and there's so many different ways that this could play out, and that there's so many different things that this could be used for. You know what I mean? Because, like I said, this isn't grassroots. It's definitely not grassroots. We've seen the grassroots ones, and they don't go viral with postings. That shit happens overnight, like with the statues and shit. That was pretty much an overnight thing. Like the day before the statues thing was supposed to go down, there was like a few posts on social media. That's why you didn't see massive fucking numbers there, because it was, like I said, grassroots. When it's grassroots, it comes up, you know, 100, 200 people maybe, and then all of a sudden it turns into 1,000 because people stop to look at these people and find out, okay, what the fuck are they over here for? No, this is something different. This is Soros produced. I mean, you can tell when they've managed to get like hundreds of people to block off a highway, and then there's other people upside, and they all have their specific little signs already made up, and they look professional. They don't look like, you know, you scribbled out a sign and decided to go to a rally. No, these look like they were made in a shop somewhere. Well, I'm sorry to say it, that's not grassroots. That's a fucking planned situation.
Absolutely. Have you heard about the towers that's popping up in New York City?
I heard about that the other day, and I think everybody is wrong on what they're talking about. They say that these things are mainly like going to be like devices as far as like they're going to have voice technology and shit. I don't think that's all what it's all about. I think these things have facial recognition technology in them.
Oh yeah, they have cameras on them.
Yeah, no, but I believe that see, this is something that I've listened to everybody talk about it, even Dabu. Nobody mentioned the fact that they could be using facial recognition technology in these towers. I mean, so far, nobody has brought that idea out that I've listened to, at least. I've heard them talk about, you know, of course, the deep state's using it. It's part of the totalitarian takeover, but no one has mentioned the fact that with all these, you know, we know there's cameras in there.
Yeah.
These people seem to think that they're just going to be using it and, like, gaining it, like, accessing people's devices, like their phones and stuff, and they're going to be recording conversations and stuff like that. Nobody has yet to put out the idea that they may be using facial recognition technology. And people, you know, somebody might ask, well, why is that a problem if they do that? All right, well, there's a little thing, is the domestic terrorist watch list. Now, pretty much any of us that have talked out about the government at any point in time openly on YouTube are on that watch list. Thanks to the Patriot Act, with your name being on that watch list, they can arrest you on suspicion. Now, the hard part about arresting you is they have to track you down. They have to know that they're getting exactly who they're going after. Well, if you happen to walk in front of one of these facial recognition towers, there's no, there will be no way for them to go, oh, well, we accidentally got the wrong guy. Those towers are going to pick you up and they're going to know that, okay, this is William so-and-so, this is Brandon so-and-so. They're on the watch list. Go ahead and send a task force to go pick them up. They just walked by on this street at this time.
Yeah, they just walked by this tower on 5th and Broad. Their odds are they're probably still there because they were walking, so let's go pick them up.
Yeah, exactly. And see, the thing is, this isn't just going to be in New York. I don't know where the fuck people are just like, everyone seems to think this is stopping at New York. Like, this is just something that's going to happen there.
Anybody with half a brain knows they're not just going to stop in New York.
No. New York is usually the test phase for technology like that. Like, they test it out in California and New York first, and then all of a sudden you'll start seeing those same technologies pop up down south and other places. That's where you got, like, the RFID chips. They tested those out in California first, and now that they've seen they work there, they're starting to spread all over the country. There's more and more companies saying, all right, if you want to work here, you have to get this RFID chip now.
And that's when I'm going to tell my company that I'm going to go find a new job.
Oh, well, my dad just wrote something down for me to bring up. Did you know that blocking traffic is a federal offense?
Yeah.
On highways and streets? So that technically, why the fuck is Antifa even still around? I mean, I didn't know that that was a federal offense to block off a street. I mean, I knew it was inconveniencing. I didn't know I knew it was probably some sort of crime, like jaywalking, but I didn't know that that was a federal offense. These people are out there committing federal fucking crimes and they're not getting arrested. How the fuck is this happening? How the fuck is it happening, Brandon? I don't understand. Like, I was actually totally cool with them blocking off the streets and being complete assholes till I found out it's a federal offense. I can't walk down the street smoking a fucking joint without getting stopped. And I'm probably going to get my ass beat because they're going to assume that I'm on meth because, I'm white with long hair and a beard. So that automatically means I like my sister and meth. But I can't even walk down the motherfucking street with a joint. Hell, I don't even have to have a joint. I got stopped the other day for walking down the street with a bag of fucking 12-ounce motherfucking Pepsis in a bag. And just because the cop didn't like the way I looked, he stopped me and bugged the fuck out of me and then harassed me for like 10 minutes. I can't walk down the street with some fucking Pepsi. But these motherfuckers, these goddamn little pussy whip bitch motherfuckers, can block off a motherfucking highway, commit a federal offense, and then they get to go on Facebook and do it again. No, fuck that. Yo, Trump, I know you're going, you guys, I know you got people watching our stream. You motherfuckers are watching. Do something. You son of a bitch. Get off your goddamn orange pill motherfucking throne. Get out there and do your job. You punk son of a bitch. Fuck Korea. Fuck them all. Start arresting Antifa. I'm sick of this shit. Man, I was totally cool with it up until then. Retards and say, I hope one of them gets run over by a fucking truck. No. Now I'm actually a little bit upset with Antifa, even more than normal, because I just literally found out that they're committing federal crimes. Totally cool. All these people's faces are on video, you sons of bitches. You motherfuckers can... Dude, Facebook wouldn't let me post up about the NFL the other day. Fucking, I spent a full day to get one video up that was 24 minutes. It took all day to get it onto YouTube. It never uploaded to Facebook. These motherfuckers can commit a federal offense. Their fucking faces are on video going viral around the country, and these motherfuckers are going to be at the next protest. What the fuck? Damn. Sorry, everybody. This video just went into a complete rant. My bad. I've been trying to keep my videos from going down that road.
No, it's all good. But no, it's pretty much a big game of favorites.
Yeah, but this is supposed to be a fucking democracy with law and order. We don't fucking play favorites in this country. That's what the whole argument with fucking Antifa and Black Lives Matters is, that America doesn't play favorites. You know, we're oppressed, and they won't favor us. Motherfucker, obviously y'all are getting favored if y'all are allowed to commit federal fucking offenses, and y'all been doing it since Obama.
Pretty much.
Damn it. Fucking hate this country. Like, as much as I'm a patriot and I love the fuck out of America, I fucking hate this country right now. Like, Jesus Christ.
It's not the country, it's the government.
Yeah, dude, well, it's the people too, man. I mean, the government comes from somewhere. You put garbage in the school system, I guess you get garbage out, and then you end up with garbage politics.
Pretty much.
Well, the rest of this episode is totally going to be at us. Like, anybody out there, you have a kid under the age of 18? Well, actually, at this point, under the age of, like, 14, you need to beat the fuck out of them now. Start beating them on a daily fucking basis. Teach them some manners. Teach them some respect. Beat common sense into them before they reach the age of, like, 15. Just fucking start right now. If they're, like, 2 or 3, make those beatings as, like, limited as possible. But, you know, keep them coming. Apparently, we don't have much longer. We've got to start beating sense into our children before it's too fucking late. Like, because that's the only thing I don't understand. I had my ass beat by my parents. My friends all had their asses beat by their parents. None of us had, we don't do this stupid shit.
Right.
We don't experiences because it's edgy, and we don't complain about the fact that life's not fucking perfect because we were raised with this understanding that the world's an unfair and cruel place, and that you just kind of have to roll with the punches. You have to take one to the fucking jaw and then get right back up, fucking dust yourself off and keep going, and understand that that's the nature of life. You're gonna get knocked down. You just gotta get the fuck back up every time. Right? Like, where did we go wrong? Brandon, somewhere we went wrong.
Yeah. Seems that way anyway. I mean, this whole fucking, I don't know, this whole left-wing movement is pretty much just a bunch of entitled little shits that, you know, free stuff.
Well, that's just the thing, though. Like, if y'all haven't figured this out in life, here's a great example, all right? Brandon, you're old enough to remember this shit, right? Remember back in the day, there was this thing that came in the mail, like, once a month. And it was this CD fucking, like, this music outlet thing. They would send you this thing in the mail, and you could choose 5 free CDs for signing up with their program.
And it was like $1.99.
Yeah, and then you had to pay, like, the shipping and handling, but then they would allow you to order more CDs every month at a discounted price. You remember that shit?
Hell
well, you
yeah,
also remember that they called those CDs free as a motherfucker, but if you couldn't pay that shipping and handling, or you did what I did, and you just put on a fake name every time, and you got, like, 100 fucking CDs under, like, 1,000 different names, well, like, technically those CDs were not free. They wanted money from me that I never paid them because technically, you know, Dildo Alexander does not exist, but
Dildo Alexander.
Nonetheless, like, dude, you'd be surprised on some of the names I've, like, put on there and actually got free CDs. I mean, one of my names was literally Cock and Bolson. Like, my first name was Cockin, which was Cockan, and then the last name was Bolson. And they totally fucking sent me like 8 free CDs to a Cock and Bolson. I was like, all right. So, oh, the trips down memory lane, man. But nonetheless, like, back to my point there, though, was like those 8 CDs were supposed to be free, right? But if they didn't get a check in the mail for like that $10 of shipping and handling within a week, then those motherfuckers sent you another letter talking about you owed them $40 for all those CDs. There is no such thing as free in America. You don't even have free speech in America. Anywhere. Yeah, there's no free speech in America, motherfucker. Like, you have to pay for that speech in one shape, form, or fashion.
Oh, yeah.
So, you know, that's another idiotic ideology of the left. Fucking free this, free that, motherfucker. Nothing is free. Not a damn thing is free.
No.
Never will be. Never has been. No one wants anything for free that I know. In fact, I don't understand the logic of wanting stuff for nothing. Like, that just doesn't make any fucking sense to me. Like, if you want something, then you have to get out there and do the stuff for it. If you're not willing to put out the work for something, then you're never going to get anything. You'll never accomplish anything. And
Exactly.
I mean, as much as I hate the motherfucker, even Lil Wayne has done an interview talking about, like, listen, you dumb kids, if y'all don't grind, if y'all don't push yourselves, if y'all don't get on it, y'all will never get anywhere. You're going to stay in the fucking hood. That's the reality of it, people. There is no free. You got to get up every morning. It's going to suck. You don't wake up every morning with a smile on your face because you have to work to put a smile on. It ain't simple. It ain't easy. Life ain't free. Be a piece of cake. You're supposed to get up and struggle for every breath you take. Even breathing doesn't come easy to someone like me. Of course, that's because I smoke a lot. But nonetheless, you know, the simplest things as far as like eating, breathing, walking down the street, these are not all, they're not easy things to do. You had to learn how to walk. You had to learn how to breathe properly. When you were first born, do you know how much fucking complicated breathing was? I've watched it 3 times now. Let me tell you something. The scariest fucking thing in the world is to watch your child come out and not know what the fuck breathing is.
Yeah.
Like, they're just completely lost on it. You're like, okay, I think it's dead already. It's not moving. It's not breathing. At you and be like, shut the fuck up. It's going to start, okay? Just stop. Just calm down, sir. And you're sitting there like panicking your shit in the back. No! He's not breathing. You know what it is? It's because breathing is fucking difficult and babies haven't figured it out yet. Okay? So, life is not simple. It's a learning process. Every day is supposed to be a lesson. If you get everything for free, people, there is no more lessons. There is no meaning to life if you're not learning anything, if you're not accomplishing something. If you're not doing anything with your life, then there is no meaning to your life at all.
And I mean, that right there is why you've got all these people on welfare that refuse to even attempt to get a job because it's handed to them. You hand stuff to people and it takes the fight out of them.
Well, exactly. I mean, we as humans have no will to survive.
That's one thing I respect the hell out of the state of Alabama for. You can draw welfare here for a total of 5 years, and then you either get a job or you're just out of luck.
Well, shit, Texas is pretty brutal about that shit. Even if you're on assistance, unless you're a single mother, they make you go through a workforce program. Which at the time pissed me off because, like, I had to get some assistance for my kids. And, like, I was working a job. It was just I fucking had to pay so much money every month. Like, I wasn't making enough to, like, pay for diapers, everything else, and then still afford to feed myself. My kids were always fed. But when it came down to me and their mom, we couldn't eat. We didn't have enough money for us to eat. We had enough for our kids to eat, but not us. So we went and I got on assistance. Well, those motherfuckers were telling me that making, $500 a week wasn't enough, and that I had to get another fucking job. So I went through their workforce program, and then the only thing they did was try to set me up with a job that made $200 less than what I was making then. And the only reason they wanted me to take that job was because it was sponsored by their fucking program. So I'm telling you, dude, like, yeah, there is no such thing as free benefits, and there's very few states. Even Tennessee's gotten pretty hardcore about it. Like, my son have health insurance because his mom didn't put me on child support when he was born. They took his insurance away from him. He has to be on her work insurance now, which is why she got the job she did. Because the state refused to give her any help for him unless she came after me. It's another twist that our government throws out on everybody. See, all these women talk about equality and all this shit. But no one ever mentions the fact that women, they can turn around and put a man on child support. They can do all this stuff, and they get their benefits. They're never required to work a job as long as they go to the government. If they go to the government at age 18, a female, no questions asked, will get whatever benefits she wants. She will have it easy as fuck. This is no joke, people. Like, women, y'all are not oppressed. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. Y'all are not oppressed. You need to put your titties and your nasty vaginas back where they belong, underneath clothing, and quit doing y'all shit, too. We're done. We don't want to smell your rotten fish walking down the street. I don't fucking care about all y'all's stupid protests anymore. I'm done. I've washed my hands with it. I do not give a fuck. You take your nasty cooches, you take your ashy ass skin, and y'all motherfuckers go back inside where you belong. I'm fucking sick of it, dude. And like everyone says, oh, well, you're just a hateful bigot. I'm not a hateful bigot. I just don't want to, like, I am 29 fucking years old, dude. I did not have to deal with this shit. I didn't have to make a YouTube channel until like fucking 5 years ago. Then all of a sudden, you motherfuckers went full retard. Me and Brandon didn't wake up one day and say, we want to start some shit. We're going to start a YouTube channel and hate motherfuckers. That's not what happened. We woke up one day and we went, our country is going to complete shit. We have to say something.
Pretty much.
And we did. And we did. And what we have noticed, the reason this channel is even still up and running is because you motherfuckers have not gotten with the program yet. Y'all have gotten more stupid. It's like, dude, 5 years. I can look back at our videos. And, dude, we didn't even have to be this livid 5 years ago. Like, we were totally like, dude, it was almost peaceful the way we were going after these people and shit.
Pretty
now
much.
You look at our videos and you think that we're about to go out there and start stringing some SJWs up or something.
That would be kind of fun.
Which we're about ready. That's what I'm saying. It's about to that point, you stupid motherfuckers. And I wouldn't even be upset if it wasn't that y'all are fucking with my kids' futures at this point. Y'all are fucking with, like, my future as an American citizen, because I'm sorry, if this shit keeps going down the way it's going, I'm going to find a country that's willing to take my dumb American ass, and I'm going to get the fuck out of here. And that's only if another country's even willing to take us. Canada don't want us. Canada ain't going to let America up there. Canada doesn't like America.
No, not really.
Like, I mean, I have a lot of Canadian friends, and they have no qualms with telling us that they think that our country is fucking retarded. And has been for a long time, and they really do not like Americans. They think we're arrogant assholes, which, fuck, can't deny that either, you know? I mean, I'd love to be able to say, oh, they just suck. No, it's kind of true. Americans, we're at the top of the asshole list when it comes to countries, you know?
Pretty much. But you also got to think Canada is a bunch of liberals. Like,
well, no, dude, you'd be surprised. A lot of the Canadians I know are so pissed off at the shit that Trudeau's doing right now. Like, well, they're closer to a revolution in Canada than we are here.
Shit.
Yeah, Canada's not happy with what's going on there. Of course, the news won't talk about them, though, you know?
Oh, yeah, of course. You're not going to hear anything on, you're not going to hear anything good about the conservatives when it comes to, major news sources.
Well, see, the thing is, these aren't even conservatives, dude. These are just, like, these people actually, to be honest, I don't think you could even put them in a category. Like, I don't think they fit into any of our normal list of categories that we section people off into, you know? I think these people are all in a group of their own.
Yeah.
They're just normal fucking people that are tired of watching shit go downhill and watching, like, certain people be catered to while the rest of their country, like, dude, Canada's finally experiencing small, I mean, it's not near as rampant as, like, Europe and stuff, but, like, even they've seen a few terrorist attacks now.
Oh, yeah. Oh, speaking of terrorism, what about that black guy going into the church and shooting it up?
I didn't hear about that. Was his name Varg?
No, it was not Varg. That would have been awesome, but no.
a white guy.
No, there's been a black guy went to a church now. Hold on just a second. I'm gonna pull up an article and send you the link so you can screen share it.
Why don't you just tell me the website and I can type it in like right now into the.
I'm having to Google it.
Gonna do too, sir.
Yeah. Oh, this was in Tennessee, actually.
Okay, so what is it? Tennessee church shooting?
Yeah. It was
Tennessee
a black guy.
Shooting. That's the first thing that came up. All right.
This is from the New York Times. He left a note in his car saying it was revenge for Dylan Roof shooting the church in South Carolina.
Okay, so it's revenge for the Charleston. All right, I'm about to link this up right now.
Emmanuel Cadega Sampson, 25.
All right, so you can see my screen?
Yes.
All right, here we go. Suspect in Tennessee church shooting cited revenge for Charleston massacre, which was not a massacre. Only like a few people died. It wasn't that bad. I mean, it was bad. It wasn't that bad, though. I don't know why they should call it. You can't call something like that a massacre. Okay, so the 25-year-old black man accused of a deadly shooting at a church near Nashville had a note in his car that made reference to revenge for the church massacre carried out by a white supremacist in Charleston, South Carolina, according to a report by the Associated Press. The note could help investigators better understand the state of the mind of the gunman, identified as Emmanuel Cadega Sampson. Cadega Sampson. Emmanuel Sampson, fuck his middle name. When he fatally shot a woman and left half a dozen wounded as services were ending last Sunday at the Burnett Chapel Church of Christ in the Nashville area. The note also suggests a possible motive for the attack. Well, I thought the possible motive was revenge for the shoot. You motherfuckers. Mr. Sampson of La Vergne, Tennessee, was charged with murder and is being held without bond. The police said they expected additional charges to be filed. Well, what the fuck else can you get charged with after murder? I mean, that's kind of pointless. The Associated Press said that its reporters had not seen the note but learned of its contents from two law enforcement officials who read it. So is that kind of like how the Bible goes? Like it was one of those Jesus situations? Like the disciples didn't necessarily get to see it, but, you know, two of them were like, yeah, this is totally what happened. It's cool. A law enforcement report said that in the sum and in no way verbatim, the note made reference to retaliations for the actions of Dylan S. Roof, the white supremacist responsible for the 2015 murders at Emmanuel African Methodist Episcopal Church. Okay, hold up. A law enforcement report said that in some and in no way verbatim, the note made reference to in no way verbatim, when right up here y'all said that the 25-year-old black man accused of a church shooting near Nashville and had left a note in his car that made reference to revenge for the church massacre being carried out by white supremacists. You sons of bitches! Oh my god, in the same fight, that was less than a paragraph later, you fucks. Oh my god, I hate the news. The killings by Mr. Roof, who was convicted last year and later sentenced to death, shocked the country. No, they didn't. They shocked a few people. Mr. Roof, then 21 and lacking any direct ties to white supremacist groups, had become radicalized online and carefully planned the assault, in which he carried out after participating in the church's Wednesday night Bible study. 9 people were killed. Mr. Roof never demonstrated any public remorse for the act. After the Charleston massacre, some political blah, 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 blah. Okay, so why are we talking about Charleston again? Okay, now we're back on this guy. Although the church that Mr. Roof targeted was predominantly black, the church in last Sunday's attack had a mixed congregation. The Federal Bureau of Investigation, United States Attorney's Office in Nashville have opened a civil rights investigation into the church shooting in Antioch. Well, now where the fuck? I thought this was somewhere else. Now it's in Antioch. Make up y'all's goddamn fucking minds with this article. I mean, Jesus Christ. They've declined to comment on the note. So if they declined to comment on the note, then how the fuck do we know that it was because of Dylan Roof Oh my God! You know what? I'm done with this article. This bullshit. I've never been so angry reading something in my life. Fuck you, New York Times. You worthless pieces of shit. Oh my fucking God. Jesus Christ, dude. Now, I mean, you heard what I read there. That was verbatim exactly what was on the page. Like, so, first, the note in the car is cited to have caused, you know, that he cited Dylan Roof as his reason for doing this massacre. It was this shooting. It was revenge, right? Then, like, less than a paragraph later, they say that law enforcement said, in no certain terms and not verbatim, he did this because of Dylan. You motherfucking race-baiting pieces of shit. You motherfucking cucks.
Yeah, it's
I mean, am I wrong for being upset? Am I taking this out of context, Brandon, or are you seeing the same thing I'm seeing in that article?
I see it too, completely.
Like, that just doesn't make any fucking sense. Like, look, right here. I'm highlighting it. Y'all see this? It says right here, 25-year-old black man accused of a deadly shooting at a church in Nashville had a note in the car that made reference to revenge for the church massacre carried out by a white supremacist in Charleston, South Carolina. Now, you go down here, less than a paragraph later, look at how many sentences. That was the paragraph that's in the very first one. Then you have this, then you have this, and then you have this. The Associated Press said that its reporters had not seen a note, but learned of its contents from 2 law enforcement officials who have read from it. The law enforcement report said in some and in no way verbatim, the note made reference to retaliation for the actions of Dylan S. Roof. What the fuck, man?
Yeah, it's you know, I'm not gonna.
I've been so pissed off reading something before in my life, dude. Like, I am livid right now. I am literally angry. Like, these people must think I'm fucking retarded. Like, oh my God. Anything else you want to talk about so that we can get away from this? Because, oh my God, dude, I'm fucking... What the fuck, man? Like, so in all reality, we have no fucking idea why this guy shut up the church. That's basically what it's coming to. We have no fucking clue why this guy actually did it. But the reality is that it's racism.
Pretty much. But, you know, black people can't be racist because they're the minority.
Fucking Christ, man.
Yeah, that's literally what our country has come to.
I mean, but does it not infuriate you that the New York Times can write something just like that? Like, now, here's one from the Washington Post, which we know they're just as leftist. But look at the difference of the titles. Okay, you remember the New York Times, right? Well, here's this one. The Washington Post says Tennessee church shooting suspect had a note referencing Dylan Roof attack. So it referenced it, and it says a man who opened fire in a Tennessee church on Sunday may have been motivated by a quest for revenge for earlier shooting that targeted black churchgoers in Charleston. May have been motivated. See, the Washington Post is on fucking point. Like, I give them props on that. They said may have been motivated. They didn't, like, the New York Times is over there talking about it's because he fucking Dylan Roof, white supremacy. This one is like, okay, he may have. Oh, here's something interesting. Samson, 25, came to the United States from Sudan as a child. There you go.
Yeah, he was very openly Muslim.
There you go. I was waiting for something like that to come up, honestly. And now you have it. Well, that was...
You actually got to give it to WashPo on that. You got to give it to Washington Post on that. They actually did good.
Yeah, that was actually pretty fucking good compared to the New York Times. Jesus Christ. The New York Times, y'all fucking stop it, okay? Just fucking stop it. Y'all shouldn't even be a magazine, you worthless pieces of shit. You fucking bitches. You bitch-ass bitches.
Well, I mean, I'm sure somebody said the
bitches.
same shit about us.
Punk ass. I don't give a fuck
channel.
if they say the same thing about us. We say what we fucking mean. That whole article was confusing as fuck from the first sentence.
Pretty much.
Like, in no way verbatim. Like, how does that even work?
Yeah, and then here's one. Here's the difference in just the titles. Washington Post said Tennessee church shooting suspect had note referencing. New York Times says suspect in Tennessee shooting cited revenge. So, come on now. Yeah, I mean, what the fuck, Brandon? I've seen some ignorant shit. I've read some ignorant shit over the 5 years we've been running this show, but I don't think I've ever come across anything that is blatantly like the New York Times just they called us all fucking stupid just then. Like, then. They pretty much wrote, you're all fucking retarded and you'll believe whatever we write because we're the New York fucking Times.
Yeah.
We don't even have to make this shit make sense. Dude, there were almost as many contradictions in the first 2 paragraphs as there are in the entire fucking Bible.
No one will ever hear my side.
Jesus Christ.
You would?
You know,
so there we go, though. That's exactly. That article right there helps explain exactly what's happening on November 4th. This is the bullshit we're talking about, people. This right here, what I just read y'all, that is race baiting at its finest.
Yeah.
They are ripping us apart racially in this country for shits and giggles. If y'all can't see it, suck a fat dick, you worthless motherfuckers. Oh my God. Oh, dude, I'm actually, like, I'm frustrated from reading that. I'm, like, literally just pacing around in a circle right now, like, trying to get myself to calm down. I've never felt so dumb from reading something before in my life.
I mean, it's painful.
It's infuriating, dude. It's fucking infuriating. I mean, Jesus Christ, dude. Like, how the fuck are y'all gonna make me feel like I'm that stupid that y'all can just fucking write 2 conflicting things in the same fucking paragraph and I'm not gonna notice?
Well, I mean, that's, you know, that's what it's come to. People rely on the media to know what to get pissed off about, and the media takes it and runs with it.
Yeah, exactly, dude. And, like, it's just fucking crazy shit, dude. Like, oh, my camera came back on. What's up, people? Stare at my face. Look at it. Look at it. Motherfuckers. Ain't I just beautiful? I should probably shave. Jesus Christ. No wonder the cops stopped me. I look pretty fucking homeless. Okay, so we've covered into that. We've covered into Antifa. What else is on our topic for tonight? Anything interesting you want to talk about to kind of take us away from the bullshit? Like, is there anything?
Take it away from you being pissed off?
Fun? Yeah, totally. Right.
Oh, yeah. Anthony Weiner getting sentenced to prison.
Who the fuck is Anthony Weiner?
God damn it. I
do like his name, though. Anthony Weiner.
Yeah, I thought it was funny, but no.
Hello, my name's Anthony Cox.
He got sentenced to prison because he was texting nude to, like, 14.
Oh, yeah. I heard about that motherfucker.
Yeah.
He sent a few too many dick pics and it got him in trouble.
Yeah, to underage kids.
Yeah. Fucking weirdo.
He was a congressman from New York.
Oh, that's not fucking surprising.
Ironically, he was a Democrat. And
again, not surprising.
He was personal aide to Hillary Clinton.
Oh yeah, that's where I remember that fucking name from. Yeah. He was that fucking chomo motherfucker involved with Pizzagate. Fucking Pizzagate.
But no, he
notice nobody's talking about that shit anymore.
He openly said that
just fucking
he openly said that he was afraid to serve his prison term because of being labeled a pedophile. He was afraid what would happen to him.
Well, you fuck kids. Shit happens.
Yeah, I mean, the way I see it, you do something like that to a fucking kid and expect nothing to happen, you deserve whatever the hell's coming to you. But of course, he was a
Oh,
congressman,
totally,
so,
dude.
I mean, he got 21 months, not even 2 full years.
Yeah. What the fuck, man?
And I mean, I just had a buddy that served 3 years in Alabama State Prison for rape that he didn't even commit. Like, the girl that he supposedly raped, her parents openly admitted in court that they were just trying to get money out of his family because his family is fairly well off. And he still
Damn, dude.
spent 3 years in prison.
That's fucked up. But then again, that goes back to like that one case that was on that college campus or whatever, where that fucking chick,
Yeah, the football
fucked
player.
that dude when she was, yeah, she fucked that dude while she was drunk or whatever, and then decided like fucking he raped her the next day just because like she fucking. Yeah, so I don't fucking even know how that works.
Oh no, we're talking about two different ones. I was talking about the athlete that got caught raping a chick behind a dumpster and only served like 3 or 4 months.
Oh no, dude, no. There was actually like a situation like with kind of like what your friend had, where like this kid in a college like supposedly raped this chick, and like she and this dude like started a whole fucking like tirade. Actually went to the UN to talk about rapes on a college campus and shit.
Oh yeah, I remember
Basically
that shit.
destroyed this guy's life. And it came out that like he never fucking raped her. Like she was totally like okay with it, like, and just fucking the next day decided to say, "Oh yeah, I was raped." And, like fucking scandalous ass bitches.
Yeah, it's pretty fucked up.
But yeah, so I mean, this is just the state of our country right now. Like a lot of people see these YouTubers coming around, and we see all these people, and they see like different things. They think that like America doesn't have that many problems, or like our problems are going insignificant or whatever. But like this is the reality of the shit we're dealing with in America. Like you open your mouth the wrong way, you look at somebody the wrong way, motherfucker. If you're a white male, if you don't go along with the fucking program that everyone else has, then like motherfucking you are done. You're going to jail. You're gonna have your career ruined. So much shit's gonna fucking happen to you. It's not even funny. Ugh. Coke is disgusting.
Yeah, it is.
Although, I don't know, something weird happened, dude. Like, I used to be all about Dr. Pepper. Like, fucking all about Dr. Pepper. Lately, I haven't even really wanted Dr. Pepper, like, at all. Like, I'll drink a cherry Pepsi before I'll drink a Dr. Pepper. I don't know what the fuck happened. Yeah, I don't know.
Once it
Living in
came out that
Texas or
Pepsi gets their derives their flavoring from aborted fetuses, I kind of left Pepsi alone.
Man, those fetuses taste pretty good to me.
Well, I'm kind of anti-abortion personally.
But, like, it's not going to stop me from drinking Pepsi. I mean, fuck. It's better than Coke. Yeah, you can put some aborted babies in it all day long, I guess. I'm fucking still going to drink it, I guess. I don't care. I guess I'm a cannibal.
Wait, what the hell? Do me a favor.
Yeah.
Open up. You use Google to search, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Open up Google. Type in Antifa and go to the ad at the very bottom of the page.
Antifa. I typed in Antifa. Which ad? The inside underground anti-racism movement that brings the fight to.
No, there's a legit ad at the bottom of the page. It says Antifa hiring $24 to $45 an hour.
I'm not even seeing that, dude, and I'm on Google.
The fuck?
I just typed in Antifa. I've got the Antifa wiki up here. The rise, what is Antifa, and all kinds of Antifa stuff. I'm not seeing. Okay, actually, I do see that. Holy shit! It just now popped up.
Screen share that shit.
Okay, let me bring up screen share again real quick. We're good. Y'all see this shit? Y'all good? Y'all got this?
I see
All right,
you.
let's check this shit out.
There it is.
Well, Antifa jobs near Memphis. Holy fuck! 78 Antifa jobs are found around Memphis. Jesus Christ!
What the hell?
Has anything to do with fucking Antifa? What? That doesn't make any sense. What the fuck is that all about? I clicked on the ad and it took me to that. Watch. Like, there it is. See it?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna click on that link again, and it took me right back to this website. None of this is about Antifa.
Okay.
Let's see.
I just saw that shit and like it wouldn't let me open it from my phone, so I don't know what the hell just happened.
Like it looks like it just takes you to a fucking link or something, like pretty much like looking for work like in your general area. It's called Nerdy Hire is the website.
Yeah.
Let me type in Antifa in this search and see if it pops up anything. Like, that would be fucking hilarious. Find jobs. I just typed in Antifa, and it still says that there's 78 Antifa jobs found. None of these are Antifa jobs unless, like, insurance sales agent is, you know, totally part of their sinister design, or local landscapers wanted. That's totally an Antifa.
That was pretty crazy.
Trend. Let's see, Antifa hiring. Let's see if I can type that in on Google and see what happens. Like, oh, it's fucking spell it right, you piece of shit. Jesus Christ. Proof that liberals are paid, protesters, Antifa. Let's check out Antifa Home USA Facebook. I've never gone to their Facebook, so why is there a cat? Look at that cat. Look at that cat. That's their profile picture. And that's a mouse. That's a cat and that's a mouse. You fucking bitches. Oh, look, the little mouse has a swastika on it. Y'all are gay.
Oh, God, that is great. Holy shit, that's great.
So this is the Antifa Facebook page, for those of y'all who don't know.
Oh, that's cute.
All right. So, for any of y'all that want to, here you go. This is totally like motherfucking. This is Antifa's Facebook page. Leave a comment. Like, fuck you guys. Just write something and just fuck you guys real quick. But no, it's on my actual profile. I can't do that. One Antifa fucking trolling my profile for the next 2 years. Oh, okay. So, there you go. Like, that was a weird ad thing that showed up. But, yeah. Hey, the anti-trafficking jobs. Help combat modern-day slavery, human rights jobs, and employment bilingual, blah, blah, blah. That's fucking weird. Jobs for homeless. All right.
Wait, crowds on demand,
So,
Soros?
there you go. Yeah. Let's see what that says. Crowds on demand. Oh, that's a Charlotte ad for web from back in 2000. Or wait, why does that have a 2017 date? Like, what? Fucking $5 an hour paid for crowds on demand. Here we go. Actors and photographers wanted in Charlotte. Crowds on Demand, a large Los Angeles-based public relations firm specializing in innovative events, is looking for enthusiastic actors and photographers in Charlotte, North Carolina area to participate in our events. $25 an hour. On August 6th. Okay, so this was for the Charlotte riots that just happened. Okay. So obviously there's I don't know, George Soros, if you're watching this, which I'm pretty sure you have some sort of lackey watching this, you should probably tell your people to stop posting up on Craigslist people to act in your fake demonstrations. Just gonna put that out there. That really doesn't seem like it's a smart idea. Kind of, fucks your shit up when you have it all over Craigslist. You can't really deny it then, you know what I mean? So
yeah, pretty much. But I
just
mean,
wanna
that's
put
been
that
going
out there
around for a
somewhere.
while.
Yeah, but that's a new one actually. That's a new one that just that one just happened at, remember the Charlottesville shit that just happened like last month or whatever with the whole
Yeah.
statue protest? That's what that one was about.
Oh shit.
So they're still hiring people for that. So. Yeah.
That just makes you wonder what's next.
Okay, so oh, totally, dude. That's what I've been saying. This ain't no grassroots shit. Anything else you want me to look up while I got this screen share on? Any other topics you can think of?
Hold on just a second. I've got some notes written down.
Oh shit. Motherfuckers actually going professional, taking notes and shit.
Rand Paul has predicted that Trump will take executive action on health care after the last congressional failure.
Why, I'm kind of out of the loop on the whole healthcare thing, dude. Like, what the fuck's going on with that? Like, Congress bitched out again or something?
Yeah, Congress pretty much bitched out again, failed to pass Trump's healthcare reform, and Rand Paul said that he expects Trump to take some kind of executive action on it.
Oh, I mean, with as much executive action as Obama took, I don't know why everybody's getting pissed off about this.
Yeah, no shit.
So, any other articles or anything you think I should look up on here that you might want, like, an article to or anything in your notes, or?
Let's see. Not really, except Steve Scalise returns to Congress after being shot. Democrats openly say they wished he would have died from his injuries.
Oh, yeah, that's that dude that was shot at the baseball game, right?
Yes. And I mean, that goes back to Antifa. Antifa's mostly the ones saying they wished he would have died.
Damn, dude.
So, I mean, this nonviolent organization.
Yeah. Yeah, the guy that got shot, Steve Scalise. But yeah, so he returns to the baseball game.
And returns to Congress after GOP baseball shooting. So, I mean, he's back out there.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
The Democrats, the anti-gun, no-violence Democrats are all saying that they wish he would have died because he's a Republican.
Yeah, that's not cool.
That's 3.
Yeah, this doesn't really talk about, like, him being threatened or anything, but it talks about the actual shooting and what happened. Knife-wielding man kills 2 French women at a French train station.
I didn't hear about that.
Oh, that's pretty crazy. Well, all right. Thank you, Time Politics, for that uninsightful article. So, yeah. So, as far as it goes, we've just got, like, Antifa out there you know, protagonizing everything. Fucking, we've got Trump making his dumb decisions, so...
Here we go. I'm going to text this link to you where apparently it was a Democrat senator from Nebraska that said he wishes Steve Scalise would have died. Let's see.
Okay.
I'm going to send this to you on Facebook Messenger so you can pull it up.
Okay, well, I don't have Facebook Messenger on the computer, so let me just bring back up the internet, and then you can fucking, just, you know.
Post
like,
it to your timeline?
Or, no, you can just, read the, link to me, and I can type it in real quick. The fuck? Why am I doing all this? I don't want to do all that.
Let's see.
I'm on this. I don't want to be on this. The fuck? I just want to be on Internet Explorer. Faggots. Oh my god. Open new tab.
I'll send it to you in a message.
Okay. Luckily, I've got 2 phones, so this makes it a little bit easier. Okay. So let's see. We got www.usatoday. God damn it, phone. I'm going to tell you to go off the screen, you piece of shit.
God damn it, phone.
Okay. .com/story/news/ God damn, man. You guys made this shit hard as fuck to find. Oh my god. So many. Like, Jesus. Y'all need all of this? Like, Jesus. Fucking. Oh my god. It's still going, too. Still going. I'm not done yet. Nebraska. Dem. That's not how you spell Democrat. That's not the M. Democrat. Stick. Official. God damn it! Y'all aren't done yet. I fucking hate you, Brandon. This is the longest article I've ever had to look like this. Just searching for this motherfucker. Offensive. They had to put that in the title. Offensive. Scalise. I'm almost done, people. Give me a fucking second here. Jesus Christ. They couldn't just put like fucking one little thing, and now I gotta type in a whole bunch of fucking numbers. Jesus Christ, what the fuck is wrong with you people?
Could you not have just copied
and watch
and
this
pasted?
Not bring up fucking shit. Watch this like not bring up anything. Like US Today just fucking like deletes everything because they're like,
What the fuck?
What the fuck? This.
I just read the article. What the hell? Would it be easier to just copy and paste it?
I don't know. How about this? I'm in the New York Times. So how about I just fucking search for like this shit? I'm in USA Today's website, so let's just fucking search. Where's the search bar? Give me the search bar. Scalise remarks. That's how the fuck I'm gonna do it. No search results.
The fuck?
What the fuck?
Hold on. I'm going to open Facebook Messenger again and see if I can get it to pull up on mine.
I even typed in Democratic official fired and pops up nothing.
I'm looking at the article right now.
On their fucking website. There's something about Scalise fucking praying. Former CIA questions. What the fuck? Where is it? I don't understand this, dude. Like, did they only have it for like the phone? Like, Herman's name. Okay, here we go. All right, Scalise returns. Scalise is back.
Nebraska Democratic Party Chair Jane Klebe. No, his name is Phil Montag, which is also German for Monday.
Okay, let me type in his name. What is it?
Phil Montag. Montag.
Montag. His name doesn't even show up. Those motherfuckers.
What the hell?
I'm just typing Phil and see what happens.
5,674 entries. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I'm not searching through all that. Let's try just searching his last name.
Montag.
Tag.
Yeah.
Tag. Montag. Spidey baby is on the way from Montag. Motherfucker. Hang
Whoa.
out.
Go back up. Look at that dude's
Montag's dad. That one?
No, go
Wait,
back up.
what are you
Very
talking
first
about?
article. Look at that dude's shirt. Like, all the way back up. Yeah, that one.
Fucking Illuminati eye and shit?
Yeah.
Damn, man.
What the fuck? Who is that?
I don't know. Spidey baby. Let's try this. Nebraska.
Dude, that's the fucking Democratic chair dude. That's the dude that said he wished Scalise was dead.
Oh, that's him?
I think so.
Just looked up Nebraska, and it's got nothing on him, like, for fucking that. Like, I looked up Nebraska Democrat, and, like, it's not bringing up shit.
They must be covering that shit hard. Like, they've got that shit covered up, apparently.
Dude, I mean, you've seen me searching it. Like, I am not finding that article at all, but I've got the article on my phone right now. Like,
oh, I made it. Okay.
That's pretty crazy.
Hold up. Let me try something real quick. Let's try this.
Let's see if you can open it from Facebook messages.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, just put my whole fucking name on screen. Thanks.
Well, fuck you, sir. Okay,
There
we finally got it. Why the fuck? I've looked this up. Holy fucking shit, dude. So now it's here.
Please don't.
Fucking bitches. Y'all couldn't stop us. Y'all tried. The chairwoman of the Nebraska Democrats removed a party official from his post Thursday after reporting surfaced that appeared to capture the official saying he was glad how... Let's see if we can watch this. Is this a video?
Yes.
I can.
Okay.
Yes, I do.
Is it going to play? Is it not going to play? It's not going to play.
Shit.
Show all content. Now play it. Okay. Or is it just a picture? What the fuck are y'all doing to me right now? Okay. Okay.
Sorry.
That's not.
To me, y'all.
Do y'all have sound on that end?
Yes, I do. I'm gonna try.
I'm not hearing anything. Oh, wait, there it goes.
A volunteer for the Nebraska Democratic Party has been removed from his.
Are you
Holy
still
shit,
hearing it?
so much echo.
Are y'all hearing it on there?
Not now.
Recorded tape he
What?
heard telling his peers he's glad the Republican have been praising this during baseball practice. On it, he says,
I'm having to like turn the volume up on my speakers.
Why'd you open my phone?
I didn't.
Oh, why is it moved?
Okay, so maybe I guess there's no sound with that on y'all's end or
Apparently
whatever,
not.
unless I turn up my volume. But that gives us like a lot. There's a way to do that. I gotta figure that shit out. Apparently, like that must be something else with screen sharing. But
An hour and a half.
so there we go. Like that's what we've got so far. Like that's fucking ridiculous. Like just absolutely fucking ridiculous. But apparently, that's just Democrat way of life, you know? You fucking no consequences, say whatever they want, fucking do whatever they want. Anything else major you could think of for tonight, or
Not really.
we're about ready to kill this pretty soon here, so.
Yeah, I think that's good for today. I'll pretty much be bored out of my fucking mind at work tonight and try not to fall asleep because I've had like no sleep today.
Bullshit.
Haha, the woman called you out.
Fuck out of here. Go smoke your fucking death stick and leave me to my broadcast.
Excuse me.
I can't do that, sir. I'm part of the broadcast.
I was talking to her, not you.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say I'm gonna keep smoking my death stick, and gonna
Thank
keep
you.
doing the broadcast at the same time. Hey, speaking of which, Brandon, since we've got someone that actually is willing to talk on the show, like maybe you should like try and talk her into being the female like voice for the channel because we need a female.
Yeah, would you be willing to do something like that? It'd give you something to do in your spare time.
We've actually had a lot of like requests for us to get some sort of female host
You can do
to
it from your
talk about
phone.
like
Just
feminine
Google
issues.
Hangouts.
I don't even know if my hands out work because last time it didn't work.
We'll try to get it to work here in a little bit.
That or y'all could always just, come on with you, I guess, for like basically like she is right now, Either way, I've actually had a lot of requests from people to tell us, like, especially from like a few of the feminists that have actually like messaged us back that have said that they would prefer that a woman explain our points over because they don't like the way we mansplain things,
Oh my God.
Yeah, don't ask me what mansplaining is. I still haven't figured that shit out, but apparently the dick and balls between my legs like totally makes it impossible for me to explain something.
I don't mind being the vagina of the show.
Did you hear? Say it again, babe.
I don't mind being the vagina of the show.
We've always needed one. I mean, we used to have a giant cunt on the show, but that was Hillary Clinton, and she's gone now, so we don't talk about her as much. Oh, Brandon, speaking of the giant fucking cunt, did you hear what Hillary Clinton's trying to do?
What?
This woman is starting a whole movement to try and get everybody behind her daughter for apparently her daughter is going to run up in the next races.
Oh my God, Chelsea Horsetooth Clinton?
In there, The Rock's going to be in there, Kid Rock's going to be in there, so it's going to be The Rock versus the Kid Rock. Versus Trump. Trump's going to run again, of course.
I cannot wait to see this next
I'm
election
voting for The Rock.
I'm voting for Kid Rock.
I can't either, because I'm totally voting for The Rock. I don't even care if he has shitty policies or not. I just want to see him put the smackdown on somebody.
Yeah, dude, I'm not even... Yeah, I'm totally voting for Kid Rock.
Oh, fuck Kid Rock. I'm voting for The Rock. I want to see the people's elbow, sir. I don't give a damn about some music artist that can't figure out whether he wants to do country, rock, or rap, and has never really figured it out to this very day. I mean, Kid Rock is an amazing musician, but I'm sorry, I don't think that somebody should lead our country when you can't even decide what kind of music you want to play. Just very indecisive.
I don't know. I've never really been a Kid Rock fan. I've never really cared for his music. It's just like he's batshit crazy. I'm batshit crazy.
If we were gonna have somebody like that run, fuck Kid Rock. I want Ted Nugent to run.
Oh God,
I'll vote for Ted.
Ted Nugent's cool as fuck.
Now it's working. I guess it's because of the update.
That or fucking like Sammy Hagar, dude. I would totally support the Red Rocker if he fucking went up there.
Oh God, yeah.
But like,
dude, Ted Nugent Hagar. Yes, Ted Nugent president,
yeah,
Sammy Hagar vice president. Someone should get them on this.
That or, dude, what if we were able to get like Van Hagar into the office and it was like Van Halen, Sammy Hagar, and the rest? Just
yes.
They all
just fill Congress with nothing but conservative musicians.
Nothing but good musicians too. Like nobody, like you don't get like that one kid that's in the rap stuff now. That's all like. That's what his rap sounds like. I don't know who the fuck
like
he is.
Fucking Ted Nugent and Sammy Hagar for president, vice president. Kid Rock is a congressman. Van Halen's a congressman. Fucking Stevie Nicks is a congressman. Jimmy Page, like we resurrect Jimmy Page and he's a congressman now. A zombie congressman, but still a congressman.
Varg is on the Council of Foreign Affairs.
No, we'll put Varg on the, we'll make Varg the chairman of CARE. The council.
We'll make him the chairman of religious activities.
No, put him on CARE, the Council of American Islamic Relations.
I was going to put him on the American Christian Relations, but okay.
That
I feel like Varg has more experience with Christians than anyone else. I wonder if we could send a message to Varg and be like, hey man, can you get political for a minute and just go burn down a mosque?
It's just the way it does. He keeps switching it.
What?
Oh my God, dude, yes. Do you know how quick our country would turn around if we got all these, like, good-ass musicians in there?
Not even just musicians, dude. Like, dude, there's some fucking people out there that have got a lot of fucking sense. And the problem is, and I hate to say it, but I almost think that we might want to start bringing people, and people are going to say I'm so anti-patriotic from this, but look at our reality, man. We put garbage in, garbage out of our school systems. As far as America producing anything that's going to change this country, we're fucking lost. We can't do it now. So, like, I'd hate to say this, but there are some really smart people out there in, like, fucking Australia and England and fucking, you know, Canada and places like that that are really, like, that you can watch their videos and hear in their voices they sincerely give a fuck about the American people. Like, they consider us family to them. And they don't fucking know us. They don't have any reason to care about America. I mean, they're fucking across a giant sea. Like, motherfucker, what happens over here has a little effect on you, but nonetheless, their ideas that they come up with, the policies that they talk about, the stuff that they talk about, these people, like, genuinely want to see America become a better place. Why can't we allow some of them into Congress? You know, like, fuck it. If Americans aren't willing to do anything for America, then why can't we just use some of the people from other countries? They have great fucking ideas for ours. But no, we can't because fucking they're not American. Well, I'm sorry. At this point, America's producing nothing but trash and putting trash in our system and wondering why we've got a trash system. You know? I mean, do I make any sense on that? Like, or does that just sound like too anti-patriotic and I'm crossing a line?
No, like I would, if they would actually do good for us as a country, I would be all over that. I mean, I could totally see an Alabama senator from Australia.
Yeah, dude. So what I'm saying though is, like, in all reality, there are people out there that really, truly give a fuck about this country, and it's sad to say, but they actually give a fuck about it more than we do. As American citizens, we really don't care about our country anymore. I mean,
really.
yeah,
We've
there's some
become
of us
too
out like
involved in
me and you.
everybody
We're out
else.
here talking. We're out here. We do our episodes. We're talking, but like in all reality, if we really cared about our country, do you think we would be limited to YouTube videos? Fuck no, we'd be out there in the streets doing something. But you know what? I care just enough to make videos on this and hope that the people wake up. I'm not willing to put my life on the line for it yet, though, until I, like, now when it reaches that point where there is no choice but to fight or die, then of course I'm going to fight. But up until that point, I'm not that invested in this to the point where I'm willing to be so arrogant as to take to the streets about it. Like, I'll be glad to make my videos. I'll put my opinion out there. We'll do our best to, strike some common sense into the everyday man. But as far as it goes, we're really not that invested. Like, we're not. I mean, we're not out there in the streets. I mean, truth is, and there's some people out there that try to say that guys like Dabu and them really don't give a fuck. They're all about money. And who cares if they make money? See, that's one of the biggest things I hate about those exposed videos about like Dabu and shit. Really what it boils down to is a bunch of the guys that are making those videos are pissed off that people actually give money to Dabu and them. And a lot of the times, Dabu actually buys the stuff he says he's going to buy and does the things he says he's going to do with the money.
Oh, yeah.
But he has leftover money. And if he has leftover money, these people donated that to Dabu for Dabu to do whatever the fuck he wants to. Now, of course, they expect him to buy a new drone or something. But after he buys that new drone, if he has $700 extra in his account, that's his fucking money.
Yeah.
He has no obligation to give it back to them because he did exactly what he was going to say. He said he was going to do. Now, if he managed to find a deal, guess what? That is called capitalism. That is the American dream. He said, okay, I need $15,000 to get this badass drone. Well, he managed to find one for $10,000, so he's got an extra $5,000. That is straight capitalism. That is intelligence. That's not him being a fake. That's not him being a fraud.
No, it's not. I mean, that's what the American economy is based on.
Exactly. Like, y'all think that, like, and when we're out there and we ask y'all to help, like, this channel and stuff, we're not asking for money because we don't want real jobs or something like that, motherfucker. We don't make any money off this channel. In the 5 years we've been doing this, we have not made one red cent off this channel, but we still do it.
We do it because we enjoy doing it. I mean, I would too. It would be great to make money off this
channel. Like, if I can make a little bit, like, just say I can make $100 a month off this channel, do y'all realize that cuts out a lot of my, like, everyday expenses? Like, that $100 would take off from my cigarette fees, stuff like that, or it might actually give me the ability to save some money, There's things we can do with the money. It's not that we don't want to be paid for what we do. We really don't care if we make money or not. But if it would be awesome to make, like,
I mean, it'd be cool if we made enough money it'd be cool if we made enough money off of this to, support ourselves and just dedicate ourselves to what we love doing.
But
that would be incredible.
That's a possibility. Unless we set up for Patreon and we had a bunch of subscribers. Like, I don't even know a single YouTube popularity person at this point that does strictly nothing but YouTube, unless they're doing, like, the only people that I know that do that, those people have, like, a gaming channel, and then they have, like, a secondary channel where they do, like, discussions on, like, popular animes and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
And then they have, like, another channel where they talk about political stuff. These people are literally dedicating about 18 hours a day to, like, 3 or 4 different channels to break even on their bills. I don't think we'll ever get to that level, but it would be nice to, like, maybe have an extra $50 or $100 a month in our pocket that, like, that way, like, all the, because, like, what y'all don't realize is, like, number one, our episodes go for anywhere from an hour to 2 hours, give or take.
Yeah.
Every now and then you'll see us post up, but even my solo videos end up being almost 30 minutes. I mean, so y'all got to think that's time out of our day that we take to do these. But before we even do these, we spend several hours like looking at different topics to discuss. Now, admittedly, we don't bring y'all a shit ton of information all the time, but that's also because just recently have we gotten back like today. I've been trying to figure out how to screen share for like again. And now today, there's a goddamn toolbar on the side that wasn't there the last episode we did. It just was like, here, click this, screen share, bam, you got it. Like, fucking Jesus, man. The reality is, we're going to start bringing y'all better content. But also, when we say better content, like, we're going to do stuff like what we did tonight. We're going to continue to talk about political affairs. We're mainly going to, like, this was what me and you were talking about earlier. We're thinking of mainly sticking on, for right now, just on the crazy shit like the Antifa stuff, this fucking just regressive left bullshit. And then, like, you know, the more out there topics that are out there, like the truth about Antarctica, the topics about CERN. We're going to start going back into that stuff hardcore because, to be honest, we love bringing y'all news. We really do. But at the same time, this isn't good for our, like, mental structure. It's why I took a break for almost a month and a half, and y'all saw me put up a video that said I can't do this anymore because I've got a lot going on in my normal, everyday fucking life, and I'm extremely fucking just depressed and out there every fucking day of my life right now. Like, I'm never in a good mood right now. I can't focus on all this negativity constantly, and then y'all expect me to be able to bring y'all, like, in-depth topics and shit when I'm just so frustrated at life and the world because of seeing this shit constantly. Like, it's like falling into a black hole that starts consuming you. And I'm not telling you people that we don't enjoy what we do. We love bringing y'all the news. We love bringing y'all topics. We love making y'all think outside the box. But it takes a toll on us as people. Especially because we are people that are very rooted in what we believe, obviously, or we wouldn't do a YouTube channel that could get us in as much trouble as this one could. We don't give a fuck about anything other than putting our opinions out there, knowing that there's other people that think like us, and doing our best to get those people to open up and to start talking themselves. We don't want to see a physical revolution in this country, but we see it's coming. We'd prefer that we could do an intellectual revolution, but that's not going to happen.
No, it's not.
But nonetheless, that's not stopping us from fucking trying. So again, we're not begging anybody for support. We're not begging y'all to watch our channel on a daily fucking basis. All we ask is that if you enjoy some of our content, you like the fact that we, like, talk outside the box, and of course, we just heard from Brandon's girl, you know, we will finally have a vagina on the squad, which many of y'all have asked for. We have confirmation. There will be a vagina. Y'all won't constantly have things mansplained to you. We've got y'all feminists covered. We're going to bring on a vagina. You can have y'all's vagina conversations. Y'all can discuss periods. That'll be a topic for y'all. Mitch will stay away from it. Sexist, but I'm not. I totally think that women can do the same things men can do, just not as well. But nonetheless, like, we've got an idea for this channel. We're trying our best to bring y'all content. It's not really easy. Brandon's got a new schedule. Me, my fucking job's up and down. Like, I texted my boss again. Still haven't heard shit back from him, so I don't know.
Of course. But no, I'm going to start getting some actual equipment for the show. That way we can actually start making more professional broadcasts. You know,
eventually I think I'm going to try and get a hold of, like, an actual webcam or something, because I noticed, like, today, like, the video quality was very grainy on my phone, so I just kind of, like, turned the camera off after a while, like.
Yeah.
Eventually I'm going to invest in a decent webcam for this, and, Because you know what, again, we're still doing, like, yeah, I'm running, like, the screen share and all that shit, and I'm actually running Hangouts through a computer, which is why y'all never hear anything from Metal Truthers. It just shows that big fucking picture there, and it's like, Metal Truthers is on air. But actually, well, the reality is Metal Truthers is me and Brandon, so, like, we don't fucking need Metal Truthers to have a voice. But actually, Brandon, there you go. What I could do, maybe... If I can get a webcam set up from this, or yeah, or even if what y'all could do, since you've got your computer, you could have her run through Metal Truthers. That way, she doesn't have to set up a new account or anything with Google Hangouts. Yeah. She could just run through Metal Truthers. Me and you can run off of our regular profiles like we are right now. And of course, like. You know, but then that would also mean, like, she'd have to screen share the articles and stuff, but, like, that's really easy now. Literally, there's just, like, this little, like, when you scroll your mouse over the Google Hangouts window or whatever, a little black toolbar shows up on the side, and it has chat. Google Hangouts chat now. Holy fuck. There's a screen share, and then there's cameraman options. So... Like, we can literally run everything through Google Hangouts now, and it doesn't require any effort on our part other than clicking. So that's something awesome. She could do if she doesn't want to, you know, set up, like, her own profile. But if she takes over the Metal Truthers profile, then she's going to have to do all the screen sharing. Otherwise, you could just use my Google Hangouts profile, but that'd be kind of weird for, like, my picture and, like, name to pop up, and then y'all hear, like, hi, how y'all doing? My name is Sally.
Except she does not sound like Mr. Hanky the Christmas Pooh.
Not at all.
Well, okay, listen. I'm not good at female impressions. All my female impressions sound the same.
Oh my god, that was priceless.
This is a great way to end the episode, by the way. We always have to end the episodes on these, like, just straight up, like, bullshit conversations and some fun. Like, this is probably the best. Like, this is why we are so unique as far as YouTube goes. Like, we can be serious as fuck, angry the whole episode, and then when it comes down to the end, we just start bullshitting like normal people should.
Yes. That kind of sets us apart from everybody else.
Yeah, like, we've definitely got our own unique style of going about this shit. And a lot of people don't like, God, no. I mean, obviously, a lot of people don't like the way we do it, or we'd have more views. But fucking, I don't really care. Like, I don't want to be like everybody else on YouTube, where either we just rag on SJWs, or we just give you the news, or we just do comedy, or we just talk about video games, or we just talk about anime. No, fuck that.
No, we're all over the spectrum.
No, that's not how I want to be. And in fact, like, in all reality, y'all are gonna have, like, in the next couple of months, I guarantee y'all will have an episode of, like, Metal Truthers where I, specifically me, will probably sit there and do nothing but talk about Xenoverse 2 and Super. Because I am fucking obsessed with Dragon Ball Z right now. And if any of y'all don't like it, fuck off. Because Super is amazing. By the way, Brandon, I don't know if you've been keeping up with it, but next week is the hour-long special of Super.
Sweet.
Dude, it's gonna be fucking epic too. We finally, like, Goku is going to ascend to a new form again, finally. But hopefully this is the last fucking one. I'm sorry. Anybody Dragon Ball Z fans out there, y'all listen to my channel, understand this. I'm not a Goku fan. I'm a Vegeta fan. Number one. Number two, I'm fucking sick of fucking transformations for goddamn Goku. This son of a bitch has transformed 50 fucking times already. We've had enough. Goku, you get one more transformation. That's it. Toriyama, I hope you hear this. That's it. No more. Stop it. Fucking Goku. You piece of shit. But anyway, yeah, so that's what I'm looking forward to. While everyone else is sitting there looking forward to Antifa, I'm fucking sitting there, like, looking forward to next Saturday because Super's doing an hour-long special. So,
but anyway, I think we're going to kill this one off right here. I got to get ready for work here soon. And much as that sucks, you know, that kind of funds my life at the moment.
Definitely. So, are we going to go live again tomorrow, or do you want to wait a day or two just so that the people have an idea here?
I think we'll go live again tomorrow.
Okay, cool. Then what I'll do, because like I said, at this point I don't even know if I'm working or not. But if I'm not if I do work, then I'll be home probably around 5 or 6.
All
So we'll
right.
probably try to shoot to go live around like 6:37. I think that's actually a really good time for us.
Works for me.
Yeah, since you've got this third shift now, except on your days off, I figure from now on we'll just start going live. Let's say like 6:30. That'll be our official go time from now on.
Okay. Sound good to me.
That way that still gives you like we can do a 2-hour episode and you still have plenty of time to get ready for work afterwards and you know.
Yeah, that works good for me.
Since we're going to do one tomorrow, just to give you all a heads up, tomorrow I do want to talk about the weather manipulation a little bit, as far as these hurricanes have gone. We were supposed to do an episode on that like weeks ago, and we just never fucking got around to it, so our bad, guys. We were going to try, but we just didn't. So, yeah.
Yeah, shit happens.
Yeah, we were going to try, but we chose not to, so, you know, whatever. But so tomorrow we'll talk about the weather manipulation a little bit. There's actually some interesting things the Pope's been saying lately, so I think we might cover into that too. I meant to bring that up tonight, but I totally spaced it out because of those bullshit articles that like infuriated me so much. So
yeah, there's some serious bullshit going
New York
on.
Times. Now I'm angry again because I just saw that entire article in my head again, and it just pissed me off all over again. Fuck. I fucking hate the New York Times now. I'm going to write them an angry letter. As soon as I hang up with you, I'm serious. I'm going to go write them an angry email and send it to them. And just be like, you guys are fucking suck. Everything you write is just complete asinine stupidity. Like, this is just race baiting at its finest.
Like, half of that article wasn't even complete sentences. It was basically just words in a row.
And then, like, the officer said, no way verbatim, that this is totally because of the Dylan Roof shooting. What the fuck? Well, if it's not verbatim, then that's not why he did the shooting. You don't fucking know why he did the shooting. Then why don't you just say, we don't know why he did the shooting? Washington Post was like, it may have been because of this, because he mentioned that in his note. No, the New York Times is all like, this is totally why it fucking happened. Racism!
It's like showing up to court to pay a traffic ticket. It's like $250 and you're free to go. Don't worry about paying anything.
Yeah, totally. Like, what the fuck, man?
It's like,
but
okay,
anyway, we're gonna let y'all go.
It's like, okay, so do I pay anything? Yes and no.
Yeah, totally. Like, he did this because of racism, but it's not racism, but it's totally racism.
Yeah, that's the most racist, not racist thing I've ever not seen in my life that I've ever actually watched.
Yeah, totally. Like, that's some straight, like, fuckery out of the book of Jesus kind of shit right there. Like, that's just some straight backwards, like, Bible bullshit right there. Because the Bible does that in almost every other chapter. Like, they'll say something, and then, like, the very next sentence, they'll totally go back against what they just said.
That's a topic for a whole nother episode.
Well, maybe that's what's going on with the New York Times. Maybe the same fucking assholes that wrote the Bible are now writing for the New York Times, and, like, that's why it's all fucked up and contradictory.
Just a bunch of 6,000-year-old Middle Eastern guys.
Totally don't, like, know how to keep a relevant story going. Huh. Oh, man, we're going to get some hate for that. Anyway, we're going to kill it off here. It's been real. Keep it metal. Thanks for tuning in. Be here tomorrow at 6:30, and we will bring y'all some more fuckery. Guaranteed. All right, I'm going to cut this off.